Welcome back to The Line. A member of the Federal Communications Commission was recently in New Mexico to learn more about broadband internet across our state. You may already know that there's a definite digital divide between those who have access to high-speed internet and those who don't. And Janice, the Albuquerque Journal reported this week that just over 60% of rural residents here do not have access to high-speed internet access. And the reason I point this to you, I remember when you were in the legislature, when I first met you, I was on staff with Congresswoman Wilson. We were doing, she had a seat on, FCC oversight and some of these other things. It was the same numbers back then. It was the same exact numbers in 1998 as it is today. What's gone wrong here? Why haven't we been able to tick this up over the past bit of time?
I've been thinking about this, and it really gets down to leadership. If you want to talk about economic development in the state of New Mexico, you need to actually look at the problem and decide this is where we're going to go. If you want to lift this state out of the doldrums that we're in, then we have to be able to export our intellectual capacity. And that is a step up from, you're just talking about doing homework.
That's right.
Yeah.
And what is just so frustrating is we may actually have all of the dark fiber in the ground, but we choose not to connect it. We choose not to take the steps that say this is good for our state. And and I'm not a big government person, but in this state, maybe the government needs to lead the way to actually use these tools.
That's interesting to hear you say that. Interesting. HPB, there's been some efforts out there to do this very thing. There's been some smackdowns in court. We're getting there. Things are kind of winding along. But New Mexico specifically, we've got rural co-ops, we've got all kinds of folks making lots of good efforts here. But something hasn't been stitched together to that dark fiber Janice is talking about. Is it a leadership issue? Is it putting a backhoe in the ground, a shovel in the ground? What's the problem here?
I think it's several things. I mean, one of the things really relates to priorities, that this just has to be a priority. And I haven't really heard the governor talk about this, for example, as a significant issue. But you also talked about co-ops and rural communities. And I think the analogy would be for electricity. So electricity, in many cases, I came here from Iowa, and electricity was provided by a local utility, which also made internet available. It may well be the case that there is a role for government or for these co-ops to play in hooking up rural communities, because otherwise they're going to just continue to be isolated, and they're going to continue to wither on the vine.
Well, we have to stop right there, because that is part of our problem, is that we look at utilities in a backward manner. And instead of lifting up, we tie our phone companies down to being a utility, but our wireless companies are not.
That's right.
And there is, you want to talk about the divide, this is where the divide is occurring. And we have got to take the step forward and say, now wait a minute. Times have changed, things have changed, and we are moving faster. We're not meeting our needs, and those old systems just don't work.
Senator, the interesting point Janice brings up in this idea of leadership, I honestly have never heard anybody just stand up and say, we're being underserved here horribly, and we need to do better, because my sense has always been that we don't want to insult the people that are doing business here now. They're hiring people, they're paying payroll, they're paying taxes, but having them come off as somehow the bad guy because they're not doing everything for everybody here in our state, you know what I mean? It's sort of off-putting for people. So how do we then get people incentivized? Because look, as we all know, it costs like $500,000 a mile to drag fiber across rural parts.
But that's not true. I don't know who's telling you that, but that's not true.
I love when you get like this, Janice. I love it. Okay.
And if we are not putting things out to bid, which is what we're doing, then you are not getting a good price.
I love the clarity on that. Absolutely.
That it's not true.
That's right. Senator, there you go.
You have to make it a political issue.
Yes.
No, you're right. No one has really made it a political issue yet. Instead, economic development is talked about in terms of having these big closing funds, $50 million closing fund. Take some of that money and focus it on infrastructure of this kind, and you're going to see some results. It is a problem with leadership. In other states like Oklahoma, by default, the rural electric companies are taking the lead and doing it because the cable company doesn't want to do it, the electrical company doesn't want to do it, and until there is some sort of revenue source, like a surcharge, perhaps, or like a bulk purchasing of a lot of this capability. you're going to be having like these Band-Aids where they're going and helping the rural people apply for grants.
That's right. That's
I mean,
right.
that's what we've
And,
got
and again,
now.
nothing's connected. It's all
I
sort
would
of
say,
on
but
its
then
own
if they
out there.
connect it,
Yeah.
and the pipe that they're going to connect all these smaller ones to is this little bitty pipe. When we have a big conduit, I mean, it's there,
right.
and we got to get out of our own way.
You know, honestly, Dan, when I hear this has been talked about for 10 years now. I rarely hear disagreement between Republicans and Democrats on this. Rarely. Everybody seems to know we need to get after this.
No one knows anything about it, Gene. Because every time you hear this, we're like, we got to fix the internet, fix the internet. And then
Right.
comes the utilities, we fix the internet. Oh, it's fixed. Okay, great. And away they go.
right.
You know, and listen, I'm not picking on any utility, but for the sake of it, you then get in touch because I've done it. You get in touch with your schools and your district. The school's like, yeah, it really sucks. It really sucks. Lo and behold, they get a donation of $5,000, and now they're like, you know what? They're doing a good job. They're working with us. I mean, look, it's clearly a problem. It's clearly a problem in rural New Mexico because I can't get on the dadgum internet in Rio Rancho.
That's right.
I can't hold the phone call from Rio Rancho to Albuquerque. And the last time I checked, I don't go into any rural parts in New Mexico going over to Paseo.
That's right.
And so we have this unbelievable inability, and something that's really been highlighted today, listening to Janice get us excited. If you thought that was entertaining, you should have seen her in caucus when she'd yell at me. It was even more entertaining than that. But you know you better listen to her.
That's right.
Yeah, this
She
is
knows about the internet here.
The
You know.
digital divide, though, what's interesting is all the articles. Maybe this is one of the reasons our schools are failing at the level they're failing.
this is at the
Maybe
root
it's
of a
not.
lot of
Maybe it's
things.
not all this testing and all this other stuff.
right.
To some level, maybe
That's
it's the
right.
fact that we're talking to kids who can't do homework.
That's right.
Because I know my kid in his school
Yeah.
doesn't get books anymore.
Yeah.
You go online and do the work, and if you can't go online, how do you do the work? And if you can only get online when you're in school,
Or in
and-
the parking lot.
yeah, or in the parking lot,
That's
or
right.
you can only
That's
get
right.
online via your phone.
Or if you're supposed to go to the library that's closed.
That's closed.
That's right.
And so,
That's
so
right.
maybe at some point, everybody in the legislature, we know a few people that have been there, we know a few people that are still there, maybe this digital divide would be something that education and economic development should look at together and say, this is a
And
example.
healthcare.
Can
And
we?
healthcare.
But can we agree? Not this table, but can Republicans and Democrats agree to spend money on this? Is that where it gets tricky?
Actually, some of it is about an investment in money, and the other is just looking at our regulatory environment and deciding this is the direction that we're going to go. And so it's and I'm telling you what, we will step on some toes by doing that.
Yes.
But at some point you have to choose, is this state going to survive? Will we have jobs? Will we be able to live here? And this isn't just about
And Gene-
electricity.
Gene,
You
I
can't
would-
attract
Gene, I would
people
say-
and companies if you can't get your information.
Gene, I would
out.
offer
Just that
this.
simple.
I would say that I don't know if it's so much about spending more money.
Okay.
I think it's spending the right money in the right place.
Okay.
I think they're
Okay.
spending millions and millions of dollars on alternative ways to do this stuff
Right.
because they don't know what they're doing. And if they said, listen, we're going to get economic development, healthcare, we're going to get education, the universities, K through 12, get all these people in a room and say, we got to figure out a way to make sure that I can take his class, whether I'm
right.
there
That's
or
right.
in Cloudcroft, see a
right.
doctor, and get on the internet.
HVB, distance learning. I mean, give me a break.
Is a
When you're the fifth
huge,
largest-
huge,
right,
is a
exactly.
huge issue in this
Right.
very, very far-flung state.
Yeah.
It's really got to be there's a whole debate about how much money would be involved. It doesn't sound like, from what Janice is saying, it's a huge amount of money, but it is really about the governor making this a huge priority. It's about
right.
the Senate and
the
House
legislature.
leadership.
Wait,
legislature.
but Bob Martin, Dr. Frank needs to take the lead here too, because
That's a fair
UNM
point.
gets in the way. You know, Project Echo was held up for years because it had to be on UNM's discrete network. Horse hockey.
That's right.
This is information that is available, but if you try to tie it down and it's got to be yours,
right.
then we're not going
It
to
gets territorial, doesn't it?
You know, I got
I-
to tell you
exactly.
before we
Good.
finish.
We're gonna finish
I gotta
right here.
tell you, Janice is very sexy when she gets this excited. You just gotta,
She knows she is the Al Gore of the New
she
Mexico
is-
legislature.
She knows. She just gets.
She was
you
doing
know,
it before there was the internet. Janice, I
I know, I
personally
was
thank
thinking-
you for
I
your
was
efforts. I really do. When we come back to the line, our panelists will debate whether a proposed data facility for Facebook would be a good thing for New Mexico.